Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Rigs coming to you on 7 March, Sunday, 2021 from the greenhouse, and we're going to fix it. Hopefully we'll get this repair job started today. As you can see, there's a lot of damage here. It got hot in here today. It actually got over 100 degrees. And some of my lettuce was wilting. I've just watered and see right now it's about 80. I got one fan running, opened everything up. Didn't think it was going to get that hot today, but it did. Surprise me. It got hot in a hurry. I've had to re-water some of this. This was all wilted down. Hope that recovers. Cabbages, lettuce. I've got some going to get started in here real fast, and we're about to start planting some too. But in the meantime, a lot of repair work to be done. As you can see, this greenhouse was built with these hoops sticking in 1.5 inch hoops, painted white so that the PVC don't off-gas on the plastic. I've not had a problem with it. I don't have people tell me, Greg, you can't use PVC, or you got to paint it. Well, I already did that. So I don't have any problem with it. So I got U-bolts down there that are holding the 2-inch piece up, and the 2-inch piece is what the 1.5 inch goes into. And I got plumber strap on it here to help hold it in place. I don't see a plumber strap over there. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's a problem. Maybe we didn't get the whole thing done. So what you can see, some of those 2-inch pieces busted. We can replace them. I got pipe to do it with. Sometimes the longer pole bent. Well, we had 2 pieces glued together to make 40 foot. So all we're going to have to do is cut this out, measure it, and replace it. And I want to cut little short sections of PVC up there to job these pipes into when we replace it. That way we can get this greenhouse cover hopefully strengthened up good. We'll see how that works. But we got to glue some of these pieces back together. I'm going to have to go get the glue. I forgot about that. The cleaner and the glue. Might have to replace that piece right there. That's a 1.5 inch T. So here's what we're looking at, guys. I got to replace all these that got bent. I can see at least 4 right now. There's probably 5, I think, that's got to be replaced like that. And then we got to go in and cut them out up there, and then piece all this back together. That's what we're going to do. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be bringing a lot more videos in the future about greenhouses and aquaponics and gardening, about worm farming. I'll do more wild edibles. Also, as I set up my operations in Arizona, that should be interesting. You'll get to see the setup and the build of things from get-go. Unlike I didn't have a YouTube channel when I started all this out here. I may still go back and try to piece together stuff to show you how it was done. Anyway, please subscribe, bang that notification bell. And look, right now is the time you need seeds. To get good seeds, go to my link to True Leaf Market. Check my link out to help me and help you too. You get great deals with True Leaf. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, repair job is in the way. All the tubes down here have been replaced. They still got to be straightened out some. This cross piece has got to be put in here. We've got some up here that have been put in. We got to put some felt over those. These 2-inch pieces. If you just get a regular fitting, 1.5 inch fitting, it'll be too short to hold even with glue. It'll pop apart. But I mean, if you had 1.5 inch fitting straight, I don't care how deep they are, these pipes will come apart. I've already tried. That's what I built my test tube outside for, was to find out. And I found they would always pop apart. It won't take them long either, even the deep wells. So that's why I had to use the socket type pipe. One was socket, one straight. That's the only thing that'll work. Now, said that, we went with 2-inch tube to put the 1.5 inch into, but it's a little too large, so the screws there to hold it together. Originally I was wanting to put them on top of this woodwork, but they hold the plastic up better when they're up free like that, so that's a better idea. Now we're going to have to go back and put felt over those screws, even though they're not sticking straight up, just to minimize any chance they're going to catch this plastic. Now, so all these tubes have been put in. What's lacking is not all of them been put together. There's a few more left to be put together. Daylight's running out here, and we got to put all this cross bracing back here. And all these poles has got to be put back up, and that's part of our cross bracing. So today is the 9th. It's March the 9th. This has been a multi-day project. I finally had to get this big 14-foot ladder. We tried to use this extension ladder, but that's just up that high. This bracing is just too wobbly to get on that extension ladder. We tried to use my 10-footer, but even though with these planks here, they give too much, so that just didn't work. We tried a couple of ways shy of renting this ladder, and it just didn't work out. We got another ladder purchased on the way here, but it didn't get in here fast enough to get this job done. The greenhouse is at risk, so I don't feel like we could wait for the other ladder to get here. Yeah, and some of these poles need to be straightened out a good bit here. Anyway, as much as possible. The poles, this plastic PVC is a stiffer type than that. You see, it's stiff. It bowed up and it pushed that over is what it did. And that stuff is just too flexible. So it's got to have all this extra support. So we'll try to get it back in place here. And hopefully this will hold for another year or two. And then all this plastic's going to have to be replaced anyway. I might do this with metal hoops next time. Coming to you on the 12th of March 2021. Time on deck is almost nighttime. I don't have a watch on me right now. So my channel started out here in October 2018, right here at this greenhouse. This aquaponics greenhouse, which was brand new built in. As many of you know, I had some severe snow and ice damage to this greenhouse, a lot of snow overload, and we've got it mostly repaired. Check it out. Isn't that great? Cost me a little bit, but we got it repaired. There's one tube I still got to fix. I rented a ladder. I had to have a 14-footer. My 10-footer down there was not enough. That one down there is not enough to do the reach I needed. So I had to rent one. And we went in and we had to replace all these 2-foot sections. A lot of them had snapped and shattered. A lot of my poles had bent. Fortunately, I had spare poles already painted for a greenhouse. They were 40 foot long. Well, I cut them short and spliced them in here. So I had a lot of what I needed already. So we got all these support braces back in place too. A couple of them had fallen out, and that may be a part of why this greenhouse collapsed this time when it hadn't in previous times when I've had snow. Yeah, this greenhouse has had snow before and did okay. And it could have been also a function of just the temperature in here. Maybe I should have had it warmer than what I did. Lessons learned. But it's looking pretty good now. Almost as good. Well, not quite as good as doing when it's new, but not so bad. And so what you see up here is we went in and spliced these pieces together. I actually used 2-inch pipe, a PVC pipe between the pipe, the 1.5 inch, because the regular connectors are under too much stress. The normal connectors you use to splice PVC pipe, even the deep well, they will absolutely pop apart in less than a day. They will fail, and they will fail fast. And what you glue them with, I'm talking about the deep well sockets, absolutely will not function under the stress in the greenhouse ceiling. What I could use, the only thing that worked was the when you buy the pipe that actually has the bell sockets built in. Those are deeper and they work fine, except those pipes are stiffer than the ones that don't have them. And the bell socket sides are on this side of the greenhouse, and these pipes are stiffer, and that's why this side sticks straight up and the other side don't. So that's kind of an interesting phenomenology, but we just about got it all repaired. We used greenhouse tape up here, but we had to get our ladder back before we absolutely got final finished. I do actually have a ladder on order. I'm going to have a ladder here in a few days that I can finally do the final finish. I got one tube left that needs to be put together. You see, this one here come apart, and the ceiling up there is messed up. We didn't get over here. We had to get that thing back. I rented it 2 days as was, and just had to get back. So we still got that, but guys, this looks 100% better than it did. The greenhouse is in better shape. I got my water flowing. We're about to start growing. I'm about to start planting a bunch of lettuce here, and things are going to be looking a whole lot better in a hurry. These fish in here, they need some lettuce growing in here, but I have put new well water in here. So there you go. I guess y'all can hear my frogs. I got these leaves cleared off too. They stopped my basket up and caused a little problem. That was from that big briar plant that went all the way across here, big blackberry. But to jump start the system, I'm going to put some pre-planted lettuce in here. I got to wash the root balls out to do that. But that's how I'm going to jump start this system. I'm going to be planting lettuce right over here, and that lettuce will go in here. And pretty soon we'll be using these swamp coolers, so I'll show you all that. So anyway, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, bang the update notification bell, and click all. Because I'll be showing you as I get this growing going, how it's going. So you'll be seeing that, how to garden. And another way you can support my channel is by ordering seed from True Leaf Market. Right now you need to be getting your seed for your garden. If you ain't got them, start getting them. Get everything you need for your garden. And I will get a little extra because why? Well, because prepping. You want some seed in case your neighbors get hungry. You want her to have some seeds to cover them. I have a lot of extra seeds. Maybe some seeds for next year, and maybe some seeds in case what you got don't work. I always say be redundant. Stock up on seeds now. It's a prep, just like toilet paper. Don't be caught without it. Anyway, my friends, with that, I'm going to say thank you for watching.